chart prime, Zebec is trading under the equilibrium price. This was a falling wedge that chart prime has pointed out, and falling wedges are bullish signals, so that's pretty good of chart prime to be able to point that out before it had a little bit of a breakout, but it's still trading a little bit below the equilibrium price, so it's still close to a discount zone. A lot of buying pressure usually happens in this range. That explains why you had these huge fluctuations, because all this buying pressure. And this right here is called the Market Dynamics Pro for Chart Prime Pro. I put the link inside of the description up there if you guys want to look at it. But yeah, so good volume right now for Zebec. It's kind of been trying to bounce back. Bitcoin is digital gold. Alts like are the digital black gold. Alts like what are the digital black gold? Bitcoin is gold. Bitcoin is gold. Digital gold. Alts are the digital black gold. Yeah, I guess we can put it like that too. Zebec hasn't been around for, well, it's been around for a good amount of time, since 2024. So I guess that does kind of solidify it. You know, it's been out for 2 years. So it does kind of solidify it as a project. Let's pull up their X. AI-based PayFi. Another one of those privacy type of coins. PayFi, that's what they call it. Almost like a cash app for crypto. Buy ZBCN in a tax-free IRA account via crypto.com. That's a pretty big step in the right direction. This means US users can hold Zebec network tokens inside a tax advantage retirement account alongside Bitcoin stocks and ETFs. That's pretty solid. I didn't know that they were doing that actually. That's pretty solid. So yeah, let's hit a technical. So you kind of got an idea of how chart prime's working here. Now I kind of want to do like a manual technical analysis, so you guys can see from both ends of the spectrum. All right. Boom. All right. Let's take Fibonacci all the way from the high to the low. Cool, got that. All right. I'm seeing a falling wedge here. Seeing a falling wedge. Also seeing what looks to be a descending channel almost as well. And falling wedges are bullish patterns. So it's nearing the end of a bullish pattern. So that's usually good. So yeah, if Bitcoin ends up dumping here, we could see Zebec coming down to this range right here, 0.0012 or 0.0013. If Bitcoin does not end up dumping, I think we have a breakout for altcoins, because Toshi was showing the same thing as well. So a lot of altcoins are showing that we are inside of a falling wedge, which is pretty bullish. You know, it's a pretty bullish signal to be seeing, but it has been trading within this falling wedge since since May of 2025. So that's been a long time. It's been in the falling wedge zone for a long time. So yeah, and it's been respecting it. It's been respecting it the whole time. If you see here, hit once, hit twice, a bunch of times right there. Hit like 3 different times right there. Hit it again, stayed under all those times. And we have it touching twice here. Well, kind of 3 times there. So that's a good signal. It's a good signal that we're respecting the fallen wedge. So yeah, so far it's looking decent. So far, it's looking decent here on Zebec network. Zebec network, and what else we got? Percent art trend exhaustion is the daily chart. Not much here. It's in the middle, so it's like an equilibrium zone. Chart prime. Let's see if we got. Yep, we're trading in the equilibrium zone. This is why I like stuff like chart prime, but also like using the free stuff like the percent art trend exhaustion. Like the percent art trend exhaustion is not going to say it's in an equilibrium zone, but if you see it right here in the middle around this white line, you know that's the equilibrium zone right below it. Just like it's right below the equilibrium zone, when you look over here, it's right below it. So yeah, sometimes you can use the indicators that are free and you'll get the same results as the paid ones, but the paid ones just make it easier for you, so you really don't have to learn all that stuff. It just kind of has it there set up for you. Whereas the percent art trend exhaustion, you kind of got to learn what this means. The white line is the long-term trend. The blue line is the short, or no. Blue line, long-term trend. White line, short-term trend. And then your overbought areas are these two red zones. Oversold areas are these two blue zones. And your equilibrium is this white zone right here in the middle. So whenever you're trading up here, you know you need to sell. Whenever you're down here, you know you need to buy. If you're in the middle, you just kind of got to sit and hang tight. So at this point with Zebec, even though it's in a decent zone right now, you kind of just got to sit and hang tight. You know, it is at an equilibrium zone. It could end up dumping down here to this level. And chart prime is also still showing that we have the discount zone down there. And not only do we have a discount zone down there, that's the bottom of our falling wedge that we just now made out as well. So instead of looking to buy in now around 0.0024, I think a good buy zone for Zebec would be closer to 0.0013. And that's over 50% lower than what it's at now. So yeah, it's at about 50% lower. So I would say wait a little while for Zebec to buy some more. But if Bitcoin does take off, everything's going to take off. If Bitcoin takes off, you can probably end up expecting Zebec to get to 0.004 up here to this Fibonacci resistance. Lots of buying pressure is shown to happen in these areas. And then whenever you have a thin volume profile zone here with the chart prime indicators, whenever you have this thin volume profile, that typically means that it's just going to fly straight through that zone. Lots of buying pressure here, so you can have lots of selling and buying. But the second you pass that, you don't have any more major selling zones until you hit this area here, which is also a premium zone as well for chart prime. So it's also showing that that is a premium zone. And then we have the Fibonacci resistance there as well. So it would make sense if we broke out above our rising wedge that we would end up stopping up here at 0.004. So if it is bullish, we're looking towards 0.004. If it's bearish, then we're looking towards 0.001, 0.0013, somewhere in that area. So yeah, that's what we're looking at here with Zebec network. So yeah, we can go over the other ones you mentioned as well. And again, big shout out to the donation from Rolling with Toshi. Says Zebec moving today. Yeah, we've been seeing a lot of different movers today, and I'm not gonna lie, Zebec, compared to a lot of other projects, is still up 145% in the last year. So yeah, and this is huge news. Like 5 days ago, when the tax-free IRA thing inside crypto.com, like having this inside of a tax-free IRA on crypto.com, like people can literally put this in their retirement accounts. So that's a big deal. That's a really big deal, actually. Yeah, super big deal.